Hey, in this episode, I will tell you how I would make a screen recording app show up in AI search results. So basically, there are two main ways. There is a paid way and there is a free way. Let's start from the paid way that you can buy mentions in cited sources. What do I mean is, let's say that you are going to search for best screen recording app in 2026 and Google AI Overview is going to give you a list of options. So right now, they're talking about Screen Studio, OBS Studio, Loom, like Camtasia, and so on. They're like different apps. And how Google actually picks several of them. How did he decide that these apps are actually the best ones? So what we are going to see is that all the time Google is linking to the sources where AI took the information from. The thing is about AI that when AI is doing the search, it doesn't improvise. It doesn't think himself. He is searching for existing pages with actually great information and picking the information from that websites. And what we can see that Google is showing us from which websites AI took the information from. So what you can see here is that on side panel we can see a list of sources, a list of websites where AI took the information from. And what we can do is we can go to each of the websites, let's say Komodo. I'm going to check what they did. If I scroll down, I'm going to see a list of different apps, of different screen recording applications. And what I can do is I can contact Komodo. Like there has to be a contact page. Let's say I'm going to contact them through this icon, or there has to be like a contact us page or something like that. Anyway, I can contact them and I can ask them to put my brand name inside of their post. So there is going to be a chance that AI is going to pick me. And believe me or not, like these websites are going to be happily put you inside for 50 or 100 or $150. You can negotiate, you can think about that, but you don't actually really need a link. You just need a name, and that's enough. For example, as you can see that the best for, yeah, so the Loom one, best for remote teams, yeah. So it was cited from Komodo. Like Loom is on this list because of Komodo. Even though Komodo itself doesn't show up in the list, but if it's cited in the Google AI, if I'm going to chat back and forth, Komodo is going to show up. That's how it works. But one source cited is not enough. And the best thing you can do is you can go through all of them. You can contact all the websites and make sure that your application name is going to show up there. For example, in Zapier, like you are going to contact someone who created like the post. So you are going to find the contact names of Kiera on X or LinkedIn, and you are going to say like, "Hey Kiera, how much do you want to put my brand name inside of your post?" The same way for all other websites. Also, what we can see that we can create a specific type of content. If you can see that YouTube is one of the sources being fetched, that's already like a free one. What you can do is first, you can create a similar YouTube video with the same title. And secondly, you can contact the owner of the YouTube post, of the person who uploaded YouTube video, and ask him to create a new video in similar format. I don't think that's like an effective approach because that's going to be too expensive to create a custom video. But what you can do at least is record your own video to make sure that you let AI to pick your results, if that makes sense. And that's actually it about the paid sources. Like for in my opinion, that's the best one. That's the fastest one. And you're actually going to pay people to make sure that your brand is mentioned, and that's it. Like in a week, all of these pages can be de-indexed, I mean re-indexed from Google, your brand is going to be there, but you are going to actually spend like $500 on that or $700 of that because you are going to buy mentions at least on 4 or 5 different websites. Doing only on one doesn't make that much sense because AI is not going to pick you. But if you are mentioned across different websites, Google is going to see, I mean, AI is going to see that this brand is mentioned all the time in different websites. So I think I should mention it when a user is asking for the best tools. So yeah, that's actually it for the paid way. When it comes to the free way, what we can do is we can create the similar page. If we don't have the budget to pay the guys who own the websites to mention your brand, what you can do is you can create the similar page to make sure that AI is going to pick your ones. How that's going to look like? I have a huge prompt, GEO prompt, that I'm going to show you. So what you can see here is a huge prompt that you are going to paste in the quote code. So what you are going to do is you are going to select all of that. You are going to paste here and make sure that you pick the opus on the highest level. So it actually does all the thinking. And what you are going to do is basically this prompt is going to take the website that being cited, and our code SEO prompt is going to make the better version of the same. I hope you didn't hear that. AI is going to do the same version, I mean similar version, but a lot better. So AI is going to pick your one. It doesn't really matter on how much domain rating you have or domain authority you have. AI is looking for the content. For that, it is in this page is very long, and it's like filled with a lot of content. For that reason, this page is being fetched by AI because there is a lot of information. And what you are going to do is you are going to go here. You are going to write out the topic of the prompt. Yeah, I am not able to edit it. Thanks, Claude. Okay, let me just edit it right here. So what you are going to do is the topic is best screen recording app in 2026. That's our keyword. And then you are going to write down your website domain. I don't have a screen recording app, so let's say like screen recording app.com. Like write down your domain and write down the competitor URL that you are going make better. So as we can see, like Komodo is being fetched like almost the first one after the YouTube ones. So we are going to take the URL and put it here. Other that we can copy, paste it here, and when I'm going to actually launch the prompt, it's going to give me one complete HTML page. Like the whole ready page that you can copy and paste into your CMS, like WordPress or Webflow if you are using that. Or you can ask your code or like cursor, doesn't matter what you are using. Just ask it to make a new page with that HTML file, with that content, and just index it using the Google Search Console. That's actually it. Like that, the easiest way that you can do, and that's it. You are going to index that, and there is a high chance that your site is going to be mentioned. But also, if we were attentive enough, you could see that AI is also picking Reddit results, which is very, very interesting. Because honestly, Reddit is like being cited by AI in 99% of the cases. Like if I'm going to search for fastest, or let's say quickest, a better word, screen recording app, there's a high chance that Reddit is going to be picked too. So if I'm going to scroll down, yeah, it's not being picked, but there is anyway a high chance that Reddit is going to be cited. What also means that if it's not cited here, there is a high chance that if we are going to make the same post with the same title, AI is going to cite that. Looks like no one ever did a post with the same title. For that reason, AI isn't fetching that. But if there was a post with that title, it would be here. Because Reddit is like, there is like around 60 or 70% that AI is trusting Reddit. So that's actually very, very easy to show up there. So what you can do is you can, using Reddit, create several types of posts. The first one is it can be a listicle, like a list of different brands that are fit under that prompt. So what you can do is you can create a post named quickest screen recording apps in 2026. And you are going to just list out all different options. You are going to talk about all pros and cons. You have to make sure that the post is actually making sense and it's not biased to your option. You have to make it as honest as possible because AI is able to see that this post was done by a product owner because it's actually visible that he hates all five choices, but the sixth one, like the last one, is like being put on the pedestal. That way, AI understands that this post was biased to one option, and he is not going to show your result in AI chat. So be honest, like show up, write down all pros and cons. So you have to be honest. The next thing when you are creating a Reddit post, never ever put the link in the post. That's a huge issue. Now, Reddit marketing, when you're doing that, Reddit is very, very aggressive when you try to promote your stuff. For that reason, if you put the link, there is a high chance of the post being removed or your account being banned. So what you can do is you can just mention the product and edit it in 2-3 hours. That way you don't trigger Reddit algorithms, you don't trigger the moderators of the subreddit, and that way you have the link to your tool. And firstly, you are getting traffic from people who see your post, and secondly, AI is basically going to cite it. AI is going to cite your post, and you are high likely to be mentioned in AI chat. That's one idea for the post. The second idea, which is more better in my opinion, you can create the similar post name but in question format. So you can ask like, what is the quickest screen recording app in 2026? You are going to ask people. And the thing about that is to make it sense, there is two possible ways. Firstly, in the post itself, you are going to explain the problem, like let's say that I really hate using OBS since it's taking too much effort to launch it, configure it, blah blah blah. Like just explain your pain point, like the problem with the current application that you are using, or it can be like any pain point. Then you can ask for recommendations. Do you know any good apps, blah blah blah, and just put a question mark. The first option is in 2-3 hours, you are going to edit the post. And what you are going to do is, let's say that around here, that I want something similar to your brand, because honestly, that's something I really liked. I really liked. So I want something similar, right? Or something like that. Just use your own imagination to make a real good post, but that's what you can do. Like in 2-3 hours, you made the edit and you add this line after edit. Edit in 2-3 hours. Something like that. And that's going to work well. That's the first option. The second option, you don't edit the post. You use your friend account, or if you have second account, to comment with your brand name under this post. So you are going to do is first you have to provide value that yeah, I also hate OBS because it's very complex too many settings, blah blah blah. You can try your brand name, brandname.com, right? And that's it. If possible, add even more value. The reason of adding value in the command is firstly, you are going to get upvotes from people. That way you are going to be the first one. Secondly, when AI is going to check the post, like that format, AI is going to check for the comments, because the post itself doesn't give any context for AI, right? There is some guy asked for the quickest screen recording app. The post itself doesn't answer the question, so AI is going to search for the comments, is going to look into the comments and see what people are recommending. That way, if you are the first one, like the top one with the biggest amount of upvotes, AI is going to pick you. And secondly, if you don't have a lot of upvotes, but if you have a really valuable comment with a lot of valuable stuff, then AI is more likely to pick your comment. But again, that works only if you have a friend that can comment under your post, or if you have the second account, which is really tricky. It can trigger Reddit, like Reddit triggers. I personally lost a bunch of accounts doing that. So yeah, that's very tricky. It's better if you ask your friend. But yeah, that's actually it. That's like the two main ways that you can promote your screen recording app on Reddit to post ideas. What you can also do is you can target different keywords. So that keyword was for the quickest screen recording app. What you can do is you can create the same format, but best screen recording app, or let's say cheapest. Yeah, no, excuse me, cheapest is not really like the best option, like quickest, best, what we can also say, fastest, like the same for quickest, like web screen recording app. If you are actually not installing that, you can use that in the web. Like, use your own imagination. You better know the screen recording app since it's yours. So think about that well, about different keywords that you actually want to target. And yeah, that's actually it. Like, if you want the GEO prompt, just go down below this video and comment prompt. I'm going to send you the link to the Notion document where you can copy paste the prompt, because that's like the huge one. I'm going to send it your way. And yeah, that's actually it. By the way, if you want me to help your business to get started on GEO, I mean on AI chats, check out the link in the description to geohacks.com, like my brand name. I actually legally guarantee that your brand gets cited in AI chats for your money prompts, like quickest screen recording app or best screen recording app in 2026 in 90 days, or you get a full refund, right? That's my guarantee. If that's something that sounds interesting, go down below this video. There is a short VSL explaining me how it works. And if you like that, just book a call with me. Yeah, I'm pitching you my service. I am being super transparent with you because we all know why I'm doing this kind of videos. But yeah, I hope that you found that valuable. If you want the prompt, comment the word prompt down below this video. And yeah, see ya on the next one. Bye bye.